Thank you very much for interesting discussion, and let's go. The next presentation is mine. I prepared it with my co-author. I hope that you see the presentation. My co-author is Ekaterina Panina, and the topic is clusters of regions in the innovative development of the European Union. Today, Europe has lost a significant part of the innovation supply on the world market. China, South Korea, and the Southeast Asian countries have displaced European region and take leading positions. However, science and innovation are still key factors contributing to the development of technological business conditions. Innovation is a main driver of economic competition, which significantly affects the level of employment and economic prosperity of regions and countries. Thus, innovative ecosystems, clusters, megaregions with high research costs, large firms, research centers, and universities where highly qualified human capital is concentrated became influencing the spread of innovative agglomeration and polarization. To assess this impact, it's necessary to consider the relationship between the territorial concentration of innovations and spatial dependence. In other words, our goal is to find out how technological innovation activity in one region is related to activities in neighboring ones. And here I would like to show some theoretical frameworks and highlight some ideas from this list. I want to underline that innovative development cannot exist in isolation. Maybe you remember this song, isolation is not good for me, and I think it's very important. It's really indeed. Special agglomerations contribute to more effective innovative behavior. I agree that innovation activity is even more prone to concentration than industry, and I think that in this field it would be interesting to divide this innovation sphere into some parts, into some industries, and to compare the concentration, because I'm not sure that all of them want to concentrate in one territory. And the last idea I'd like to underline is that the relationship between economic growth and technology development is significant, because tomorrow I will have the other presentation about linkage between economic knowledges, and I will talk about this sphere. About our methodology. The degree of territorial innovation interdependence can be estimated due to spatial autocorrelation by global Moran's eye. We used data of 14 countries of the European Union, with Switzerland, which was included for a more accurate analysis of region influence. So 169 regions were selected for the study. In office, the main indicator for assessing innovative activity was chosen technological output indicator. It is the number of European patent applications, including direct European applications and international applications, which entered the European phase from 2018 to 2021. The degree of territorial innovation interdependence can be estimated due to special autocorrelation, global Moran's index I, and you can see the formula on this slide. To assess the mutual influence, The scattering map in 169 regions and its changes during the 4 years were also analyzed. Meanwhile, it's necessary to indicate that the map shows how the regions are divided into 4 groups. Here we can see 4 groups of these metrics. For example, H, L, high, low, its cause, regions with high number of patent applications, and neighbors with a low number of patent applications. Then HH, regions with high number, and neighbors with high number of patent applications. There are counterbalance satellites, LH, periphery zone of influence, and the last group of regions, LL, low, territories that are not affected. And we will see here some growth points in some regions. Let's speak about our results. The analysis revealed positive spatial autocorrelation in all years. You can see some figures here, and it's clearly seen that the global Moran I index was increased over 4 years, which indicates a divergence trend. And some maps. This map is about 2018, and we can see here 14 core centers of innovation clusters. Most regions are located in Austria, Denmark, Spain, and Sweden. Here it is worth paying attention to the main innovation center of France, Ile-de-France, the number of patents of which is much higher compared to neighboring areas and other cores in Europe. The second group, counterbalance satellites. 33 regions, mainly in Belgium, Germany, the Netherlands, and Switzerland. Germany has the regions with the highest number of patent applications, such as Bavaria, Baden-Württemberg, and North Rhine-Westphalia. The third group, the periphery zone of influence, includes 42 regions, which obviously are located in those countries where counterbalance satellites predominate. The regions that are strongly influenced by counterbalance satellites or core, Saint-Val de Loire in France, Thüringen in Germany, Burgundy and Turgu in Switzerland. And finally, 66 regions are territories outside the influence. However, among them, there are new growth points, Spanish regions such as Castillon, Castile-La Mancha, and Extremadura, and Poland ones, Masovian, Greater Poland, Sventikshskie, Lod, Kuyavian Pomeranian voivodeships. They can become cores or counterbalance satellites. A high number of patents and, moreover, a high level of technological activity can be concentrated in them. The next slide is the result of 2019. It can be seen that 15 regions become innovative cores in this year. Among this region, Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes, France, Lombardy, and Juan Ignacio de Roguevera said that 2 companies, innovative companies, are there, and I think maybe not 2 of them. North Holland, Netherlands, and Neuchâtel, Switzerland became new members of the group. The number of regions with their own high values and a high number of neighboring areas decreased into 22. The majority of regions moved to the LH group, in which the number of regions also decreased to 36. And finally, the number of low territories has increased to 82. Increased to 82. Let's go to the next slide, to the next map. Results in 2020. The same 15 regions were the core innovation center in 2020. It is worth paying attention to the fact that despite the significant priority of the Ile-de-France in this group, Lombardy and Stockholm in Sweden also have a higher number of patents. The number of counterbalance satellites has increased to 23, where Provence, Alpes, Côte d'Azur in France has become new. The group of region periphery zone of influence increased by 2 regions to 37, where Southern Finland and Northern and Western Ireland were added. And the number of territories outside their influence has decreased to 80, which is due to the transition of one region of Finland and one region of Ireland to the low-high group. And the last map. New data showed that in 2021, the group of 15 regions of the core innovation centers expanded to 16. The Flemish region in Belgium from the HH group was added. The number of counterbalance satellites decreased to 22, where Provence, Alpes, Côte d'Azur in France moved to the periphery zone of influence group due to a reduction in the number of patent applications. The group of region periphery zone of influence decreased by 3 territories to 34 due to the transition of Occitania, France, Brandenburg, Germany, and Northern and Western Ireland to other groups. And the territories of of Spain, Castile-Leon, Castilla Mancha, and Extremadura, and Poland, Masovian, Greta Poland, Świętochowicz, Lodz, Kuyavian-Pomeranian voivodeships. However, during this period of time, their own value, the number of patent applications fluctuated, as well as their value of mutual influence with neighboring territories, which doesn't allow us to unambiguously conclude about their development as future innovative cores or counterbalance satellites. And some ideas about some companies. The potential innovative cluster of growth points depend on the development of companies located in the regions. For example, in Castile-Leon, the institute registering a sufficient number of patents is the University of Valladolid. In the Masovian voivodeship, it is a transport company, Bebic, SP, the supplier of Audi and video equipment, Ham. In Kuyavian-Pomeranian voivodeship, it is manufacturer and supplier of cosmetic and medical production, agro-industrial company, cosmetic company, and so on. In Lodz voivodeship, it is pharmaceutical company. In Wielkopolski voivodeship, there is the Pepco Poland trading network. The growth of this organization and increase in the number of goods and services patented by them can directly affect the development of innovation clusters in the European Union. And the last slide, based on the result of calculating special autocorrelation, it can be concluded that the most regions of Europe have low innovative activity, ceasing to be in a zone of strong influence or being completely outside in it from the center of innovative development cause that forms innovative clusters, or counterbalance satellites that technologically stimulate neighbors. However, among the zone outside of influence, a group of regions stands out. It is new growth points which in the future that cannot be unambiguously estimated in 4 years can become innovation clusters. These clusters can increase the level of technological activity in the countries of the European Union, and it is obviously that this should happen through the development of innovation policy at the national and international levels. Thank you.